A little while ago I did a really simple straight stitch flower, and we're going to try something similar today but with some sort of notable differences. I'm going to use this tulle fabric, or I'm not sure, voile perhaps you'd call it. It's kind of see-through, it's very silky, and it is going to be a little bit tricky to work on, but we're going to try. And we're going to do a dandelion. So a very similar idea. We're going to do straight stitches for the main stitches just coming out from the center. I'm going to start in the middle with some brown ones, and then we're going to do some white ones. We may go over the top with a few French knots to give it a sort of bobbly center. Really going to try and keep the back as neat as possible, obviously working with a see-through fabric. And I'm just going to use one strand. Then we're going to do the head of the dandelion flowers with just small straight stitches, but I will probably do those in 2 strands to make them a bit thicker, make them look a bit fluffier. The center you could probably hide the backs of your stitches, so I probably will start with a knot here, but later on we will just start by using a little over stitch so it's a little bit more hidden. I have to hide this tail or cut it off. So we're just going to start in the center coming out. I've done a rough circle, so that's where the brown, though as soon as I picked it up you could barely see it anymore, that is where the brown is going to end. So I'm just actually going to do, come back into the center. Yeah, perfect. I'm going to do 4 stitches, and I can see where my brown stitches are meant to end. This is landing on the line. What would be good is if I had a little tiny stand, but I don't. I don't think my legs stand would work. And now we're just going to go around. They can be sort of either side of the length of the circle that you've drawn to give it a natural look. I'm going to come back into the center each time. And we're just going to fill up. I'm going to cut that off before it gets sort of embedded in the rest of the stitching. Little knot. There we go. You can't go from the top of the stitch across, because obviously it would show, but I am going back down into the middle because I don't want to cut it off each time I've used a strand. And to finish off this little bit of thread, I'm going to go back down into the center.
you.